Hello everyone, this is Jackie Van Kampen and welcome to this week's Spirit Guide message and energy transmission for week of January 25th. And I cannot even believe that we are already on the last week of this month. I mean, I don't know how 2021 has started for you, but wow, what a beginning of a new year, right? Yeah, it's been transformational already. It's been lots of changes already, and it's only the first month of the year. Albeit we're coming to the very end of it. So I hope that this video finds you well and that you are enjoying these not live transmissions, but these energy transmissions and these messages that are coming to you from my spirit guides and the beings of light that I work with. And you know, the messages that are coming through for me, or through me I should say, not for me but through me, well I guess it would be for me as well, but it'll be for all of us, really has resonance with what is happening in the world, what's happening in our community. So it's really based on what's going on in the collective. So whether you felt lighter this week or you have felt, if you're an empath, you may be feeling a lot of the energy that is, around all of us this week. Here in the US, we had the inauguration. So for some of you that was happy news. For some of you, maybe it wasn't so happy news. I don't know. But really is a time to breathe. You know, it's a time to ask yourself, how am I showing up in my own life? How am I showing up in my job? How am I showing up with my family? How am I showing up for myself? Right? Because really, when we think about the collective, we think it's, oh, maybe it's something out there. Maybe it's the collective is, I don't know, somebody else making the decisions, or, you know, maybe somebody else creating what's going on in the world. But truly, each one of us is part of the collective. So taking personal responsibility for, you know, your own happiness, which is something that was shared in my last video, and continuing this theme of taking personal ownership of how you show up and how you create community, how you create connection with the people around you. So continue to practice that. Continue to ask those questions like, how am I showing up? Is this how I want to show up? Is what I'm doing contributing to the expansion of my community, the expansion of my family, my own expansion? And it is a challenging time still, and we're going to have challenging times this year still. But that doesn't mean that we are at the mercy of our circumstances or at the mercy of our environment. Really, we have the power to influence how we show up in life. And things are always going to happen. You know, we're going to get sick. People we love are going to pass away. You know, we may have a setback. We may lose our jobs. So many things can happen, but truly it's our attitude that is going to determine whether we win that battle or we lose the battle. So looking at how you're showing up every day in your life, in your everyday life, and making a commitment to yourself that you're going to the best of your ability, bring your best self to whatever it is that you're doing. So that's my personal message to you. And I'm sharing this because I had that happen to me this week, where I had to take personal responsibility in a certain area of my life. And but I didn't have to do it alone because I was part of a team and we did it together. So we all brought, you know, our best selves to what was going on, and we were able to have a breakthrough. So, you know, be the leader in your own life. Be the leader, you know, in your own family. It doesn't mean that you tell people what to do. Being a leader means you take personal responsibility, ownership, and then you encourage others to do the same, and then together you can create something better for your community. So I hope that resonates with you today and this week. So I'm just going to go ahead and bring in the beings of light, see what they want to share about any of this, or they may have a completely different message, which is awesome too. You get two perspectives. So we'll see. Drinking my water over here. So I'm just going to ask you to, at this time, close your eyes and just take a few deep breaths, allowing for the breath to connect you back to your body. Allowing your breath to help you stay present in this moment. Allowing for the breath to expand your heart, expand your lungs. Maybe drop your shoulders a little bit so you don't have your shoulders up to your ears. Just kind of relax your shoulders. Maybe move your neck side to side. Maybe just the whole upper part of your body, just kind of doing a little movement side to side, allowing for any tension that's there to melt away. And just being in the here and the now. And opening your heart, allowing for whatever came before this session, this video, and whatever is meant to come after, to just kind of take a step to the side now so that you can be here, so that you can allow your mind to relax and not have to be in thinking mode. And you can open your heart and just receiving this message, allowing for whatever this message brings to you to be a contribution to your own evolution. That whatever resonates with you, you can take that, and if something doesn't resonate with you, knowing that you have your own GPS, your own inner GPS to guide you, that you can follow. So I'm going to start with an invocation. I'm going to bring in the guides for this week's message. So dear Mother, Father, God, Great Spirit of the universe, who come to you today with an open heart, open mind, ready to receive your guidance, your message, your unconditional love, your compassion, your support. Whatever it is that we need to know, whatever it is that we need to hear for this week that is going to empower us, that is going to elevate us, that is going to open our awareness even wider, that will come through today. And really being in receivership of this message. And so calling in the beings of light, calling in the angels and archangels, the ascended masters, the ancestors, our spiritual team, the bodhisattvas of all directions that are here to support us, the positive functions in the universe that are here to support us and guide us and help us connect back with ourselves, with our own inner guidance as well, to come through. And calling in a circle of protection, that anything that is not in our highest and best will remain outside of this circle. And we do so with gratitude and an open heart. And I complete this by saying, and so it is. Hello, 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 dear ones. We are here, we are here, we are here. We're so very grateful to be in your presence today. Understanding, dear ones, that you have already evolved so much since we began coming and speaking to you in this way. Understanding, too, that our words are here to support you, and they carry much high vibration and high frequencies to elevate your own frequency levels. So every time you come to one of these videos, to one of these messages, understand that you are being shifted. Your energy frequencies are being shifted and you're being uplifted. That is our purpose here. Our purpose is to uplift. Our purpose is to guide. And we're never here to tell you what to do. If you ever encounter a being that tells you what to do, you should be skeptical of that being, because we are respectful of free will. We're simply here to guide you and to perhaps bring you messages that are going to elevate you and are going to give you perspectives that you can incorporate in your daily life. But again, with level of respect, because that is how we show up for you, is with respect and dignity of your own inner wisdom. So, beloveds, our message for you today is very simple and very clear. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Do not be concerned about what another is doing or what this person over there is doing. Be the leader of your own life, as this channel mentioned earlier. Take on leadership, however that looks like for you. Whether it's taking on leadership at your job, or leadership in your family, or leadership in your church or your places of worship, or wherever, in your city council. And we're not saying to you, oh, go run for this position, because leadership is not a position or a title. Leadership is a way of being, is a way of living your life, is a way of reclaiming your power. It's a way for you to say, I take full responsibility and ownership for my life, for what happens in my life. And of course, there are going to be things that will happen in your life that you may say, well, how is it that I am responsible for this? It is not that because you had an accident that you are responsible necessarily, unless of course you were texting and driving, or you were driving under the influence. Then yes, you must take full responsibility for that. Or if you're not paying attention to the light when it turned red. Those things are personal responsibility. But you may say, well, I was paying attention, yet somebody hit me. So how is that my responsibility? And we want to say this to you, beloved, that when we speak of responsibility, we're not saying that everything that happens to you or happens for you is your personal responsibility. You created that, or you caused that to happen. But what we're saying is taking leadership or taking responsibility for your life means, well, I had an accident. So what am I going to do about this? How am I going to respond to the situation that just happened in my life? Am I going to complain and be in a state of feeling negative about what happened? Of course, you are human, and of course you may, it's okay to have those feelings. What is not okay is to dwell in those feelings and those thoughts for so long that you become lost in them, and then you give your power away. You become a victim of the situation. So being a leader in your own life means I take full responsibility here. I maybe have been a victim of this, but I am not a victim. I have the power to empower myself in this situation. And even when you don't have all the resources, or you don't have the exact way of empowering yourself, you have people in a community that you can rely on to remind you of your power, to help you reclaim and access that inner power within you. Because you may look elsewhere to blame or to complain or to put your happiness out there for somebody else to take care of. But when you empower yourself, you're saying, I take this power back within my life. I take whatever it is that I need for my own life. I receive whatever it is that I need for my own growth. You may be in a situation where you may be with someone who is critical of you. And you may say, well, this person is so critical of me. I can never do anything right. So what do? I'm just going to avoid this situation, or I'm going to complain about this. But taking full responsibility is saying, how do I show up here? How do I show up for myself? And how do I show up for this situation? And how do I show up for this person? How am I going to be a leader here? And listen, you possess inner wisdom. You possess your own inner guidance system. So all it takes is you spending a little more time with yourself, listening to your higher self, not the ego self that complains and tells you that this person or that thing or that particular situation, or that you are wrong and you are bad and you are... No, none of that. Cut that. Cut. And we'll do a transmission to cut these thoughts in your mind, because your mind should be a friend to you, not a foe, not an enemy that puts you down, not an enemy that tells you you do not have the power to change things. If your mind is doing that, your mind is being a foe to you. And you tell that mind, I do not appreciate the way you talk to me. Yes, you can talk to your mind as if it's a separate entity from you, even though it's not, but you can still, to make it easier, because the brain wants to always create separation. The brain wants to be able to see self in others, self situations, self circumstances. So you can see that the mind is a separate entity, and you can speak to that mind. And you can say, if you're not going to be my friend, I do not need you right now. I'm taking a break from you. You can speak to your mind like that and see what happens. And connect back to the heart. Your heart is your place of wisdom. Your solar plexus is your place of power. And that's the chakra we would like to work on today. The solar plexus, to reclaim that power. Solar plexus is where you lead from. Of course, you lead always from the heart, but you need courage. And courage, even though courage may be experienced in the heart, the courage comes from the solar plexus. So when these two centers are connected, your solar plexus and your heart, that's how you lead. You lead with wisdom, but you lead with courage. You connect with that place of courage. Courage without wisdom is foolishness. But wisdom without courage is just wishful thinking. It's just a wish. It's just a dream. But when you connect the two, then you have magic. You have power. You have ability to shift. Yes. So, beloveds, we ask you to bring your hands over your solar plexus, which is where your sternum is, above your stomach area. Kind of like the bone just below your chest cavity. And bring your hands over there, one hand over the other. And we'll give you some affirmations that you can speak on a daily basis if you wish. I reclaim my power now. I reclaim my sovereignty. I reclaim my courage. I reclaim leadership. I am a leader. I am brave. I am empowered. I am powerful. I am wise. I lead my life with courage and wisdom. Take a deep breath here, allowing for this energy, this vibrant energy, to awaken your solar plexus. And imagine that there is a beautiful sun right over your solar plexus. And maybe there have been clouds covering the sun. But now we do the work of clearing the clouds so that the sun can shine even more brightly, so that you can shine even more brightly. So just breathe, beloveds, as we help clear these clouds out of the way. And as we do this, we also raise your frequencies. And this channel will chant a mantra that she knows, the Buddhist mantra of empowerment. Namyo Renge Kyo, Namyo Renge Kyo, Namyo Renge Kyo. And breathing this in, beloveds, breathing it in. And releasing all the clouds, all the stagnant energy from your solar plexus. Just breathe, breathe, and breathe. The energy transmission is complete. We ask you that you take a few moments to allow for the integration of this energy into your physical body. Perhaps breathing, continue to breathe for a few more minutes. And truly feeling this in your solar plexus. You may be already feeling some of this energy empowering you. You may feel a level like your chest is more open. And see yourself walking this road of leadership standing strong and standing tall and standing wise. Allowing your vision to take you into the roads of your life as the leader that you are. We thank you for your time today, beloveds, and we want to take this time to bring this channel back with much love and grace and deep appreciation. Until next time, goodbye for now. Thank you for being here. And if you enjoyed this video, I ask you to please give it a like, subscribe, share it with those who could really use this message. Yeah, look forward to next week's message, and stay empowered. Much love to you. Mwah.